On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Violent.
Involving or caused by physical force or aggression against someone or something.
Examples:
Victim of a violent crime. Violent incident. The protesters became violent when the police tried to disperse them.
Democracy.
A form of government in which the people have the authority to deliberate and decide legislation, or to choose governing officials to do so.
Examples:
Democracy advocate. Principles of democracy. Democracy often entails inclusive capitalism as well.
Flee.
To leave by running away, especially out of fear or danger.
Examples:
Flee their homes. Flee abroad. It is a basic instinct to flee from a dangerous situation.
Refugee.
A displaced person who has crossed national borders and who cannot or is unwilling to return home due to political, religious, or economic reasons or because of a war.
Examples:
Global refugee crisis. The refugee camp. The community warmly welcomed the refugees.
Locate.
To specify or determine the exact position of someone or something.
Examples:
Locate a missing pet. Locate a tumor. The robot can accurately locate construction material.
Cultivate.
To prepare and foster land for growing crops or plants.
Examples:
Cultivate a field. Cultivate relationships. University is a great place to cultivate our minds and expertise.
Maize.
A cereal grain that is native to the Americas and cultivated in wide varieties for its large, yellow, edible seed and as a feed for livestock.
Examples:
Maize meal. Genetically altered maize. The farmers grew a large maize crop this year and expected a good harvest.
Sibling.
A brother or sister, member of a family born to the same parents.
Examples:
Have a sibling quarrel. Play with my siblings. Children often copy their parents or elder siblings.
Pep.
Energy, enthusiasm, or liveliness. Verb, to give someone energy, enthusiasm, or liveliness.
Examples:
Pep me up. Have a lot of peps. The coach gave a pep talk to the team before the game to boost their spirits.
Desire.
A strong feeling of wanting to have or do something.
Examples:
Unsatisfied desire. Fleshly desire. Low sexual desire typically correlates with low testosterone levels.
Educated.
Having received a high standard of education.
Examples:
Educated adult. Educated speech. Excellent speech is a characteristic of an educated man.
Surprisingly.
In a way that causes amazement or wonder.
Examples:
Surprisingly advanced culture. Have surprisingly little effect. The exam was surprisingly tricky for everyone.
Afford.
To have enough money or time to be able to buy or do something.
Examples:
Afford to buy a new car. Afford a high travel cost. He cannot afford a holiday.
Graze.
To feed on grass or other vegetation, especially by nibbling at it repeatedly, to break the skin of a body part by scraping.
Examples:
Turn cattle out to graze. Graze the left shoulder. The sheep graze on the green grass in the meadow.
Overcrowded.
Containing too many people or things in a particular space, making it cramped or uncomfortable.
Examples:
Overcrowded refugee camp. Overcrowded with passengers. The school district is facing a problem with overcrowded classrooms.
Rote.
Repetition of something to the point of memorization, especially of facts, without fully understanding it.
Examples:
Rote memorization. Learn by rote. The students were taught math facts through rote repetition, but struggled to apply them to new problems.
Memorize.
To learn something carefully so that you will remember it exactly.
Examples:
Memorize musical scores. Try hard to memorize the lines. Lawyers need to memorize even the most minor provisions of the law.
Typical.
Having the usual characteristics or traits of a specific group of things.
Examples:
Typical leader. Fairly typical symptoms. This artwork is typical of her work.
Cram.
To force or try to fit a large amount of information into a short time, especially in preparation for an examination. To force or try to fit a large amount of something into a small space.
Examples:
Cram more circuits into chips. Cram 5 people into a car. She had to cram for the final exam and stayed up all night studying.
Preparation.
The activity of getting ready for something or making something ready.
Examples:
A preparation program. The preparation of meals. He helped me with the preparation of this book.
Interact.
To communicate or react with somebody.
Examples:
Interact directly with customers. Interact with one another. He should interact more with his colleagues.
Routine.
A usual or habitual way of doing things, a set sequence of steps, part of a larger computer program.
Examples:
Routine business. A built-in diagnostic routine. She studies gardening on a routine basis.
Spade.
A gardening tool with a flat, pointed blade used for digging, planting, and moving soil.
Examples:
Spade blade. Dig with a spade. I used an iron spade to dig a hole for the new tree in the backyard.
Deck.
A flat surface that is usually made of wood or other material and is attached to a building, vehicle, or other structure.
Examples:
Deck chairs. Hands on deck. She sat on the ship's deck, watching the sunset over the ocean.
Shuffle.
To move or mix around in a casual or unorganized way, to walk with short, dragging steps.
Examples:
Shuffle deck. Shuffle from side to side. She shuffled the cards before dealing them to the players.
Paranoid.
Unreasonably or obsessively believing that other people do not like you or want to harm you.
Examples:
Paranoid about issues. Paranoid disorder. A paranoid person may have delusions that people want to harm.
Gamble.
To take risky action in the hope of being successful, to play or game for money or other stakes.
Examples:
Gamble $100 on the race. Gamble away my fortune. Will you gamble on the result of the fight?
Gamification.
The use of game design elements and techniques in non-game contexts to engage and motivate people to achieve their goals.
Examples:
Gamification of education. Use gamification to learning. The company implemented a gamification program to encourage employees to meet their sales targets.
Quest.
A long or challenging search for something.
Examples:
The quest for truth. On a quest for happiness. That adventurer traveled in quest of buried treasure.
Engaging.
Attracting, pleasant, or charming.
Examples:
Engaging story. An engaging smile. She was disbarred for her engaging in fraud.
Leadership.
The ability, act, or status of leading a group of people or an organization.
Examples:
Under his leadership. Leadership by politicians. The country's leadership has decided to take large-scale measures against global warming.
Academy.
A school for special training, a type of official organization that aims to encourage and develop standards in its particular field.
Examples:
An academy of music. A member of the academy. Her new documentary earned her an Academy Award.
Entrepreneurship.
The process or skill of starting and running a business, particularly a new and innovative one.
Examples:
Entrepreneurship culture. Embody entrepreneurship. The government is investing in programs to support entrepreneurship and small business development.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Entrepreneur.
An individual who creates or invests in one or more businesses, especially when this involves taking financial risks.
Examples:
A successful entrepreneur. Billionaire entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs willingly accept business risks to achieve success.
Solver.
A thinker who finds an answer to a problem or a difficult situation, a piece of software or the algorithm that solves a mathematical problem.
Examples:
Puzzle solver. Linear solver. The flow solver is validated against the experiment.
Immediately.
Now or without delay.
Examples:
Immediately recall a product. Write him an answer immediately. A suspension order from the court is effective immediately.
Advocate.
A person who supports or suggests an idea, development, or way of doing something.
Examples:
An advocate of disarmament. Public education advocates. Advocates of abolishing the death penalty often argue that the alternative heaviest sentence should be life in prison.
Scarce.
Not abundant or plentiful, and therefore not easy to find or obtain.
Examples:
Scarce resources. Capital scarce country. Fresh water is becoming increasingly scarce in many parts of the world.
Credible.
Capable of being trusted or believed.
Examples:
Credible source. A credible story. They didn't have any credible evidence of his innocence.
Exciting.
Causing a lot of interest or excitement.
Examples:
Exciting football player. Exciting news. The findings of the experiment were both exciting and unexpected.
Engage.
To attract and keep someone's attention and interest, to participate in or obtain services of something.
Examples:
engage in environmental protection activities. Engage a new employee. Many multinational companies are engaged in the reconstruction of that country.
Algebra.
A type of mathematics in which signs and letters represent numbers.
Examples:
algebra calculation. Strong in algebra. His classmates were laboring with advanced algebra.
Sketch.
A simple, quickly made picture that does not have many details, a short descriptive summary of something.
Examples:
a penciled sketch. First design sketches. Yesterday, I created a rough sketch of the plan.
Trivia.
Details or information that are unimportant.
Examples:
trivia question. A useful piece of trivia. She has a wide variety of knowledge of pop trivia.
Generous.
Willing to give and share something such as money, help, kindness, etc., especially more than is necessary or expected.
Examples:
a generous reward. A generous and thoughtful person. This teacher is generous in his grading.
Thrill.
A feeling of extreme and sudden excitement and pleasure, to cause someone to feel sudden intense sensation or emotion.
Examples:
the thrill of speed. Incredible thrill. Skydiving is an overwhelming thrill for many people.
Uniform.
Always the same, showing a single form or character in all occurrences. Noun, the special set of clothes worn by members of a particular group as a means of identification.
Examples:
at a uniform temperature. Our school uniform. This country has a nationally uniform culture.
Confuse.
To mistake one thing for another, to make somebody hard to understand.
Examples:
confuse the listener. Confuse fantasy with reality. Her remarks confused the debate.
Innocent.
Not guilty of a crime, offense, etc., not having an evil mind or knowledge.
Examples:
an innocent child. Thousands of innocent people. My husband was found innocent of any crime.
Shift.
A slight transition in position, direction, or trend.
Examples:
Doppler shift. Major paradigm shift. Could you help me shift some furniture?
Evolve.
To develop gradually, or to cause the development of something or someone gradually.
Examples:
Evolve. Evolve over the past decade. Eyeless fish evolved in dark caves.
Non-profit.
Not established for commercial profit.
Examples:
A non-profit organization. Non-profit agency. Our law firm also focuses on non-profit activities.
Educational.
Relating to education or providing knowledge or instruction.
Examples:
Educational system. Elevate educational standards. The museum offers a variety of educational programs for children and adults.
Divide.
To separate or cause to separate into parts or groups.
Examples:
Divide the cake into 2 pieces. Divide money equally. Can you divide 123,321 by 11?
Partnership.
The state of a cooperative relationship between people or groups, especially in business.
Examples:
Partnership across the Atlantic. Establish a partnership. The military partnership between the 2 countries created tension in the international community.
Curriculum.
A series of subjects comprising a course of study in a school, college, etc.
Examples:
A curriculum vitae. An academic curriculum. A committee was appointed to manage the reorganization of the curriculum.
Mathematics.
The science dealing with the logic of quantities, shapes, spaces, and arrangement.
Examples:
A good grounding in mathematics. Mathematics competition. He has a flair for mathematics.
Advance.
To go or move forward, to develop in a positive way.
Examples:
Advance the technology. Advance a cooperative relationship. Scientific knowledge will advance significantly with the power of AI.
Incorporate.
To include something as a part of a larger entity.
Examples:
Incorporate the current trends. Incorporate technology into daily life. We will attempt to incorporate some of your suggestions into our future strategy.
Mechanics.
The branch of physics that deals with the study of motion, forces, and energy. Mechanic, someone whose occupation is repairing and maintaining automobiles.
Examples:
Mechanics equation. Mechanics of the game. He studied mechanics in college and now works as an engineer.
Jeopardy.
The state of being in danger or at risk of harm or loss.
Examples:
put his life in jeopardy. Tax in jeopardy. The project is in jeopardy of being cancelled due to a lack of funding.
Collaborate.
To work with someone else to produce or achieve something.
Examples:
collaborate with the police. Collaborate on a press release. She agreed to collaborate with him in creating new artwork.
Intention.
Something you want to do and are going to do.
Examples:
intention behind his decision. Clear intention. Our CEO's intentions are always transparent and straightforward.
Component.
One of several parts that combines with others to form something bigger.
Examples:
key component. Spare components for cars. The researchers try to discover a common component in all types of successful organizations.
Struggle.
To make a great effort to do something when it is difficult, or there are a lot of problems, to use force or violence to break away from restraint or constriction.
Examples:
struggle against discrimination. Struggle to get the job. He could not struggle against temptation.
Conviction.
A strong belief or opinion, especially one that is based on principles or evidence, criminal law, a final judgment of guilty in a criminal case, and the punishment that is imposed.
Examples:
moral conviction. Conviction for murder. She spoke with conviction about the importance of education.
Circumstance.
The specific conditions or events that surround a particular situation or occurrence.
Examples:
circumstance of birth. Circumstance of injury. She explained the circumstances surrounding the accident.
Encourage.
To give someone support, confidence, or hope, to persuade someone to do or continue to do something by making it easier for them and making them believe it is a good thing to do.
Examples:
encourage a sense of affinity. Encourage antisocial behavior. They encouraged customers with a premium for loyal patronage.
Galaxy.
An independent group of stars, interstellar gas, dark matter, etc., in the universe, bound together by gravity.
Examples:
elliptic galaxy. A galaxy of famous actors. The Milky Way galaxy has numerous water-bearing planets.
Pandemic.
An outbreak of a disease that affects many people over a very wide area.
Examples:
flu pandemic. Global pandemic. They fear a pandemic of a new type of virus.
Schedule.
A list of planned activities, tasks, or things that must be completed, showing when they are intended to happen or be done.
Examples:
A heavy schedule. Arrange my schedule. So far, the meeting is going according to schedule.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
Norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Suppose.
To think that something is likely to be actual or possible.
Examples:
Suppose you're right. Suppose beforehand. What do you suppose the culprit's motive was?
Committed.
Willing to put in a lot of effort, time, and energy into something, firmly believing in something.
Examples:
In a committed relationship. Strong and committed sales staff. Our company is strongly committed to meeting customers' needs.
Inspire.
To make somebody feel with the desire, confidence, or enthusiasm, especially to do something creative.
Examples:
Inspire a feeling of curiosity. Inspire him to write a novel. The unique style of this martial arts inspired many action film producers.
Continent.
One of the Earth's large landmasses. Adjective, abstaining from your feelings, especially your desire to have sex.
Examples:
The inland of a continent. Continent urinary diversion. Flight across the continent was a daring adventure in its day.
Displace.
To force someone or something to leave their home or place of origin, especially as a result of conflict, natural disaster, or manipulation.
Examples:
Displace workers. Displace the explosive power. The construction of the new dam will displace hundreds of families living downstream.
Privilege.
A special right or advantage that only one person or group of people has, usually because they are rich and powerful in a society.
Examples:
A breach of privilege. Privilege of membership. In the Middle Ages, the right to hunt in the wild was the privilege of royalty and nobility.
Crisis.
A time of great disagreement, confusion, or danger when problems must be resolved or critical decisions must be taken.
Examples:
Financial crisis. Crisis management. The Chinese word for crisis comprises two characters, one for danger and the other for opportunity.
Displacement.
The act of forcing someone or something to leave their home or place of origin, especially as a result of conflict, natural disaster, or manipulation.
Examples:
Displacement camp. A car with 1,800 cubic centimeters displacement. The displacement of the residents was a consequence of the construction of the new highway.
Platform.
The raised flat space close to the track at a train station where passengers get on or off the train. Technology, a computational or digital environment in which a piece of software is executed.
Examples:
An arrival platform. A digital platform for enterprise. The speaker mounted the platform and started to speak.